Let's talk more about this now with founder of the National Security Institute, Jamil Jaffer. Jamil, welcome back, sir. I mean, space has never been more at the forefront, right, than it has been the past 6 or 8 months. But now we're talking about Russian nukes in space. I mean, how concerned should we be about this?
Well, we here in the United States rely significantly on our satellite capabilities, our satellite infrastructure, not just for national security purposes, but also for regular communications, running our businesses and the like. Your Google Maps functions on GPS that happens from outer space. And so if in fact the Russians are developing a capability that could take out a significant portion of the West satellite coverage, that could be hugely detrimental to not just our national security, but our economic security as well.
Yeah, it could have huge widespread implications and damages. How rare is it, to see a House Intelligence Chairman come out like this, warning of an urgent problem here, a threat, but really giving no further details, and other members in his same party saying, hold on, let's not sound the alarm just yet. How rare was that?
Marky, I've worked in national security for over a decade and a half. I've never seen anything like this. I worked actually in that skiff that Tom was there in front of for 2 years, working for the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee at the time. This is a very unusual circumstance. Mike Turner is also a very sober and careful man, and so this is not a mistake. He has made a decision that it was important to put this out there. Clearly, he feels that this is a serious issue and needs to be dealt with by the president in a way that's different than the president dealing with it currently. So clearly an important issue for the chairman and not somebody who's inclined to do things that are wild and odd.
Yeah, we were just showing live pictures of that skiff there where that intelligence report is said to be held, and lawmakers are going in and out today. Mike Turner also calling on the White House to declassify, that information or that report. Should that be declassified? What would be the gain or the risk there?
Well, the risk, of course, is the disclosure of sources and methods. How do we find out this information? Where do we get it from? When you reveal classified information, particularly if it's very sensitive information, the adversary, in this case Russia, could figure out that it came from a particular human source or a particular signal source or a combination of those things. And that can prevent us from using that capability again. And so clearly the chairman thinks that it's important enough that it get out there that he's not concerned about the sources and methods question. But of course, the ranking member has a view on that, Mr. Himes, and the president, of course, who ultimately holds that classification, will have a perspective and will make the ultimate determination. It's worth noting that a member of Congress could go to the floor of the House and disclose classified information, and they're protected under the speech and debate clause. So if the chairman really felt strongly, he could go disclose classified information on the floor and not be prosecuted for it. It would be highly unusual. Never been done before, but we are in unusual circumstances where they're briefing all 435 members of the House and saying publicly there's something that needs to be dealt with by the American people.
These are certainly unusual times that we've been living in. And lastly, Jamil, global tensions have been running high for a long time now. And amid the growing threats from Russia, from China, from Iran, I mean, how, and now you add this story on top of it this morning. How concerned are you about current U.S. capabilities in this environment?
Well, Marky, I'm really concerned about it. It's because the world is essentially on fire. We've got a war in Europe. We've got a war in the Middle East, a potential threat from China and Taiwan. And now we're hearing about Russian increasing capability at the same time that China's increasing its domestic nuclear capabilities. So we should be concerned. And partly what you see here, Marky, is what happens when the U.S. steps back from world leadership. Now, 3 presidents in a row of both parties have said, look, we want to focus here at home. We don't want to be focused on the world. Let somebody else lead. This is what happens. The world ends up on fire. We need strong American leadership in line with our friends in Europe. We've got to do it. Otherwise, I think we're going to face more risks, not less.
Yeah, I think everyday Americans just hoping and praying we have all of the necessary measures and precautions in place for whatever could come our way. Jamil Jaffer, as always, thank you so much. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Mark.